Hello. Attempting to go live here. Now I'm talking to myself. That's okay. I think I can edit the video later. Take the first couple of minutes out. It took me, I don't know, 3 or 4 minutes to put my gloves back on. I'm going to do kind of a slow walk and talk um, since I don't want to get breathing too heavy in here. Still nobody in here. Yeah, maybe nobody will show up. I posted a questionnaire, survey, or whatever you call it. Let people decide between going to old school streets and to some winter theme parks. And it was tied 3-3. So I had 6 people put in a vote. 3 wanted to see this and 3 wanted to see a winter theme park. So I decided, because it's kind of quieter here, and maybe the theme park will be cooler. Excuse me. So if I figure out how to do this live streaming thing, then be able to see the winter theme park later. So because this will be a video later, I can still talk about it a little bit, what I see. This kind of area you can find basically if you drive to the edge of the town, pretty much in any direction, you're going to find this kind of area. And by the looks of it, occupancy rate looks kind of pretty high. Occupancy rate looks pretty high, actually, I'd say, with all of the decorations put up. And I see several places with new couplets, which are the banners over the door and whatnot. So if they have new couplets like here, it's likely someone's living there. And I would say that majority of people living here are older people. I gotta try to watch myself in the camera at the same time as not slipping on the ice. This is a little bit difficult that way. Also, I was kind of wondering how this is going to work as far as the gimbal. I guess you can't use that gimbal tracking thing where you can basically put a box around your face and have it follow you. But you can see this is the real old school stuff here. And there is people living here in most of these places by the looks of it. Somebody just stopped in. Hello, whoever you are. I haven't figured this out yet, how to see the comments or to see who's in here. Oh, they're gone. Okay. So that's how interesting this is, I guess, right? Somebody popped in for a minute and they go, oh, by mistake, I popped into Wu Jiao's channel. Let me pop back out of there. So whoever, the 3 people at least that voted to see the old school streets, I didn't put a time on a time to start the video, so they wouldn't know what time I was going to start it. It was kind of random because I'm trying to figure this whole live streaming thing out. I don't have 1,000 subscribers yet, so I didn't even know that I was allowed to do live streams. And then certainly didn't know when I tried it on the high-speed train first. And on the high-speed train, my phone VPN stopped working, so I had to do it. I linked my phone Wi-Fi to my iPad and did it on the iPad. But then on the iPad, apparently you have to use StreamYard. So everything seems to be working right now. Gimbal, okay, yeah, the gimbal's working if I hold it correctly. It's not going to follow me, but I can see my face in the screen, so I can move it around a little bit. Actually, I prefer the rear-facing camera. It's a much better camera, better quality. But certainly without the tracking function, I won't be able to use that because I won't be able to see if I'm in the frame. Unless I don't get a picture of myself in it, I just take a picture of the, this is a little, in this old school neighborhood, it's a little clinic here. Cool. Well, the clinic actually looks fairly well kept inside there. Okay, we got somebody in here. Welcome, whoever you are. I'm sorry I haven't figured out how to see the comments or see who's in here yet. This is my first official live stream. This is the old school streets. For anyone, I hope there's 2 people in here now, so 3 people said they wanted to see the old school streets. So maybe 1 more will come along, or later on they can watch it. I'll post this as a public video, maybe later in the day. But I'm showing you an area where it's definitely an older area. It's probably elderly people mostly that live here. And it seems to be well occupied. Most of the places seem to have these new couplets on the entrance. And I think most of these people are living a pretty simple life. This is in Dong Bay. I don't know if this is that a pile of coal? Pile of coal there. So where the whole town is heated by coal, it's on a central system. But here they'd be having to heat their homes themselves. There's a little, I don't know if I can get able to show you. There's a little tiny door. I'll show you me compared to the door here. So I'm guessing that's probably to put coal into. These are the old school streets. I like these kind of areas because I think everything you look at in here basically tells a story. Like everything has a meaning or a function. They don't do a lot of stuff in these kind of areas without some reason to do them. Everything's just to make their life easier or to fulfill some part of living here. There's a few younger people, you can't see them, coming out of a home up ahead, and they are looking at me real funny, like here's a guy walking down the street with a gimbal in his face. But that'd be the young people that would come to this kind of area, would be family members. And it's the majority are just old people who live here. Oh, I lost my 2 viewers. I don't know if that's because of connection. From what I could see before, I can't see the connection now on the phone, so I must figure out how to do that, be able to check it. But I had a 5G connection before I started. Nobody's watching right now. Head down another street here. This looks real icy to get through here. Got, I think I'm 10 minutes into it now, 11 minutes. And I got no viewers, which is okay. Like, it's probably better when you're trying to figure these things out. Which way should I go here? Maybe I'll try this way. Oh, we got somebody here. Oh, gone. What is it? People pop in, see my face, and then pop out again. Someone's back in. I'm hoping the connection's okay. I think I'm running 5G. They're going in and out, so I don't know if it's even correct or if I'm doing this right. But viewers are coming in and out. Somebody seems to be in here right now. Let me try hitting a button that looks like message. See if I can see. Chat viewing options, top chat, live chat, all messages are visible. So can I see that? Okay, it says welcome to the live chat, but I don't see any chat messages on the screen. So if anybody watches this and you know how to run this, let me know. All I can see on the screen, I can see it says live, I can see the time, I can see it says 1 viewer and 1 comment, but I don't see any comments anywhere. The entire screen on my phone is basically picture. How do I get to see the comments? Old school streets. Walking a few old school streets here in China. Dongbei. In the northeast. East-north. So, just a few things about this area. If you ever come out to an area like this, and you go into this old school type area, if you stay there, if you know some elderly people or for some reason you're staying in one of these areas, actually let's go back down this street. You'll find that all the myths, I guess they seem like they're myths when you're here, but for some reason when I'm back home they seem like realities. But all the myths we learn about food basically disappear. Let's try this one here, this street. See, we got new couplets. Get you around here. Got new couplets up on the doors. So there's people in there. Actually got plastic on the windows as well. So there's probably, that's probably done because it's winter for heating purposes. These are some cool doors here. Yeah, I really like these kind of areas. I don't know why, what attracts me to them. Is it that they're photogenic and they're good for taking photos, or just that, you know, everything you look at has a purpose? Sometimes we can't figure out what that purpose is, like that pile of wood there on that fence. I don't know what that's all about. This guy's got some cool doors as well. Trying to get the picture better for you so you can see these streets. Whoever's in here, thank you. I appreciate you. My 1 viewer. I'll be able to see later, I think, who's in here, who came in. I have had, maybe 8 people pop in and out, or maybe the same person popped in and out 8 times. It has warmed up today to a lovely -17, I think it is now, which is pretty good actually compared to what it's been. I'm not sure if there's some areas that you're not supposed to go into, like if somebody owns this, if you go down that lane. But let's take a look. See what's down here. Sense of adventure, right? This might be someone's property. It's more of these cool doors, brand new couplets hanging up. And yeah, on this pathway here. But these are real hutongs here. This looks like a business. You got all new couplets as well. Actually, it seems like they had some good fireworks they set off over there. But surprisingly to me, it seems like most of these places are occupied. I think over there is actually the back of the homes on that next street, so don't see any couplets there. So not everyone here lives in the big shiny city. Some people still live like this. And I gotta tell you, the people that live like that, like this in this area, I think they prefer it. If you buy them some fancy new food processor, they might use it while you're there visiting. But then if you visit a year or two later, you'll probably see that they hadn't used it at all. That's just, some people are set in their ways. Oh, I was talking about the food. I don't know if I was talking about that while the one person who's still in here was already here, but you can find that the first day you get here, if you're visiting some older people in these older homes, that whatever food is served, it'll be too much for sure. Guaranteed it'll be too much food for first thing. Look at this area. Love it. Yeah, it'll definitely be too much food. And if you don't eat it all, it'll show up at the table the next day where there'll be too much food again. And the funny thing is, gotta cross some railroad tracks here. The stuff you don't like is the stuff that'll be left behind every day. And even 5 days later, that same food, along with some new stuff, that same food will show up on the table. And always too much. So over here in another area where there's more old school living. Just taking a look around. So a lot of these places have dogs. Having a little trouble controlling the camera because of it's basically not communicating with the gimbal because this not being recorded through DJI, which is my gimbal brand name. More new couplets. And a very old school looking place, right? And again, I think these may be the back of these buildings, or is it the front? I'm not sure. So this might be all one family here because there's only the one main entrance where the couplets were. Go down another street here. I won't keep you much longer. I really appreciate you stopping by. So to go back to the food again for a second, yeah, you'll see the same food, the stuff nobody really likes, end up back on the table many times. And maybe you want to help out cleaning up around the house, or you want to help cooking, or you just need to find a cup for a coffee in the morning. You open up a cupboard, oh, there's some food in there. You open up a shelf and there's food in there. You look in the fridge is just packed with food. because nothing gets thrown out. I've got two people in here now showing you some old school streets. Places that maybe people think nobody's living here. Again, if the second person who just came in, look at these couplets. The couplets are showing you that somebody's in there. Those are new couplets for this year. Those, they would have just posted those in the last week. Typically, New Year's Day. So this next place has got couplets coming out the wazoo. I don't know why they have so many. It could be another one of those places where there's more than one family in there. But cool, I mean, it's a cool way to live, except like for the last few days where it's been minus 30 degrees. So that's a laneway there, but it's obviously laneway there, but it obviously leads to someone's house. I'm not going to go down there. So the heating in these places, oh, my gimbal's going crazy on me. The heating in these places often runs through their stove. You know, the stove is a coal-fired stove, and water pipes run through there and run through the floor of the building. So often when you wake up in the morning, if you're staying with one of these older families, older people, seniors, if you're staying in one of their homes, there's a good chance when you wake up in the morning it's going to be pretty darn cold until somebody starts making breakfast. So we got two people still in here. I really appreciate you stopping by while I'm trying to learn how to do this live streaming thing. I saw when I tried to start it, I wanted to click into it. YouTube said something about there's some limit, and I don't have 1,000 subscribers, so yeah, the gimbal really messes up at minus 32 degrees, like when I was out the other day. It just died. Another place with couplets, older place. See what we got around the corner here. Yeah, I think there's places like this, or that maybe even older in Shenzhen, but they're in the city. They could be surrounded by brand new buildings. And I think it's basically places that are owned by one family. Another place with some brand new couplets up. This looks like a bigger place. So I don't know how it works, why some of the elderly move out of these places, because there's a lot of, I think, affordable type housing buildings in the town. And these kind of areas are in every direction going outside of the town. Anywhere you drive to, you can drive to an area that looks like this with people still living there. Let's take a look at one more street, and then you guys probably got something to do. Looks like some, oh, I'm at the end of the street. So the end of the street, let's end the video. I apologize that I can't see any comments. Otherwise I would chat with you. And I apologize that I can't acknowledge whoever's here. I can't see anything. I'm gonna have to figure that out, ask some friends, or if you know, please put it in the comments on how I can see the comments and how to do this. I mean, I think I'm actually live streaming, and I do see that it looks like there's actually two people here. but I'd like to be able to communicate with you. So I'll ask some friends about it. But like I said, if you know how to do that, post it in the comments below, and I'd really appreciate it, because next time maybe I can chat a little more. We can have a little conversation. So the people that are here, the two people that are here, and anyone that stopped by before and even left, even if they just looked at my face and left, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching. See you next time. How do I stop this now? I don't even know how to stop the live streaming. Stop. Okay, so there's one person still here watching me, trying to figure out how to stop it. Cancel? No. Flip the camera. Oh. Duncan Lay. Happy New Year. So when I flip the camera, I can actually see comments pop up on the screen, I guess. Ben Ong, thanks for sharing. Thanks for stopping by, Ben Ong, if you're still there. Okay. I did not know that. You have to flip the camera around to see the comments. I'll do better next time. I see 3 people here now. Maybe I should hang out for another minute or 2. I got Duncan Lay. Better luck next time. Thank you. I think I will have better luck already, just trying to, because I trying to figure out how to get out of this. Okay, I'm going to be walking directly into the sun in a second here. I think if I hit the X, it's probably going to end the stream. So again, thanks for watching, and see you next time.